Okay, good morning. And as you guys know, I don't typically make videos, so bear with me. I'm going to make this as quick and as detailed as possible. And I also try to find the worst mannequin head I have because I wanted to give you guys worst case scenario. So what I would suggest you do, and this video is going to be mostly about shampooing your hair, how to properly shampoo it without tangling it and matting it up, and just to simplify your life. And the reason why I have my doll at at my sink in the kitchen is because I wanted to kind of mimic a shower head, because I recommend that you shampoo your hair in the shower. So you're going to need either a detangling or wet brush. Denman makes great brushes, and so does wet brush, or a comb like this. And you want to first gently detangle your hair. Now you would decide which tool works best for you. I personally like using a brush. If you have really curly hair, then you would use that comb. A brush would run you about $10. Those combs are like $2. And you just want to gently brush through the hair, just kind of lightly grazing over it, not being too aggressive. If you hit some knots, you're going to start from the bottom and work your way up. Now, if you have super curly hair, you want to go under the water first in the shower. And for those ladies that have really curly hair, I recommend either using a curling, like a cleansing cream, or a conditioner, just to further help you detangle your hair. Which is what I'm going to use, a cleansing cream right now. And that'll just help, for people who have super tangly or super curly hair. And for the ladies who have, relaxers or straighter hair, this will be easier for you. Your hair shouldn't be as tangled, providing that you're tying it down at night. And you see how you can also detangle with your fingers, because I'm trying to get all these tangles out first. Like I said, I found the worst case mannequin that I have, just to give you guys like real life experience. So once I get the cleansing cream or conditioner in, I'm going to go in with one of my tools again, and you see how that helps get the tangles out even more. Because if you go straight in with a shampoo, if your hair is not detangled, you're going to end up with knots, and it's going to be very challenging to get those knots out, which is going to cause breakage, which can lead to needing a haircut, a big haircut. So you want to make sure you can get nicely through the hair. What I like about these wet brushes is that the bristles are very fine, so they work nicely through all textures of hair. So now that I have her all detangled, I'm going to go back under the water and rinse this out. And again, you can use a cleansing cream or a conditioner. If you're using a cleansing cream, you're going to cleanse your hair and detangle in one step. If you're using a conditioner, you're just detangling. You can follow up with a cleansing cream, or if you just want to use a shampoo, you can use a regular shampoo. And when you're shampooing your hair, you want to go under the hair, clean the scalp first. A lot of people want to do this, like smush the hair and clean the scalp and the hair at once. That's just going to create more tangles in the hair. So you want to go section by section. You can go from back to front, front to back, but just clean the scalp first. Go under the hair, small Not super aggressive strokes, but enough to get your scalp clean. And then once you do that, you're going to clean the ends of your hair by using a downward motion to keep the hair stretched away from your head. And this is going to be super easy to do in the shower. You go downward, get this hair clean. You would be using 2 hands. I have to hold her with my other hand. So you do that 2 to 3 times depending on how often you shampoo your hair. You want to make sure that you get your hair and your scalp nice and clean. And then you're going to rinse. The reason why I suggest doing this in the shower is because our hair naturally flows in a downward direction, and it'll also cut out needing to detangle, because if you flip your hair over a sink like this, when you stand up, your hair's still going to be going in that direction, and then you got to detangle it to come back in this direction, so it's best to just do it while you're in the shower. Just to be more, gentle on your hair and simplify the shampooing process. Once you got all the shampoo out, you follow up with your conditioner. And if you're gonna, you can leave it in, depending on what conditioner you're using, 5 minutes to a half an hour. Of course, you'll be getting out of the shower if you're gonna leave it in that. If you're gonna leave it in as long as a half an hour to do like a deep conditioner under heat. And if you don't have a dryer, you can just wrap your hair in Reynolds wrap or use a plastic cap or bag just to generate some heat. You can also heat up a towel in the microwave and wrap it around the bag to help deepen that conditioning process a little bit more. So I'm just going to comb through her hair again while the conditioner is in her hair. And you will be letting this sit for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on what your hair needs and what the conditioner calls for. And you should be able to run your fingers through your hair before you get out of the shower, before you rinse out the conditioner. You should be able to run your fingers smoothly through your hair. I don't care what kind of hair you have, super curly, straight. You should be able to run your fingers through your hair without a whole lot of resistance. Then you rinse out the conditioner. And you want to rinse it out until it's still, you don't want it to feel super slippery. If it feels too slippery, you still have conditioner in your hair. And then what I do is I just wring out the excess water, and I take a towel and I pat it dry, and don't rub the hair. That also creates tingling and can cause breakage. You want to just lightly pat your hair just to get out some of the water and some of the moisture. And then that's it. My next video, I'll show you how to apply product before you do your blow dry.